Yo, what's going on, guys? CultofMush back at it with the top 5 best PC game deals of the week. Some pretty good deals this week, nothing amazing, but nonetheless. So let's start off with what's available on the Humble Store. Number 5 is Dirt 3 The Complete Edition, which is actually free. You can get this game for free, so I don't know why you wouldn't. It's available for about another day. And yeah, you just go on, you just get it, and that's it. You get a Steam code. Dirt 3 is a game that goes on sale very frequently. It's not like this game is valued too highly, but whenever a game is free, you might as well get it. And the Dirt franchise is actually one of the best racing game franchises on PC. They perform really well, they look really good, they have a lot of settings that you can tweak with, and Dirt 3 isn't the latest Dirt game, but you're also not getting the latest Dirt game for free. So yeah, definitely check out Dirt 3 if you don't own it. Again, it's absolutely free, so you have no reason not to. Number 4 is the Humble Unreal Engine Bundle. So if you pay the dollar baseline amount, you get Killing Floor, Dangerous Golf, and best of all, maybe best of all in this entire bundle, Shadow Complex Remastered, which is an amazing game. This game was originally released on the Xbox 360 years ago, and for a long time it was only available on the Xbox 360, but earlier this year it was finally ported to not only PC, but Xbox One and PS4 as well. It's a fantastic game. If you beat the average of $4.12, you'll also get a copy of The Vanishing of Ethan Carter, which is pretty good, Adrift, and The Mean Green's Plastic Warfare. And then you can also pay $10 or more to get a copy of The Culling, which is in early access. At the very least, definitely pay $1 for Shadow Complex Remastered, and you get Killing Floor too, which at this point I think everybody owns Killing Floor, but if you don't, that dollar baseline amount is just fantastic. I don't know about Dangerous Golf, but Shadow Complex Remastered and Killing Floor, hell yeah. For the $4.12 beat the average, I've played a bit of The Vanishing of Ethan Carter, and I thought that game was pretty cool, so if you want to grab that, by all means, go for it. $10 for The Culling, I don't know about that, but at the very least, pay the dollar for Shadow Complex Remastered. That is a fantastic deal. Number 3 is a game that I've mentioned quite a few times on this list, and that's Middle-earth Shadow of Mordor. The bundle is available on Bundle Stars, $13 off, down to $7. This includes Middle-earth Shadow of Mordor as well as all of the DLC content, which is a lot of it. This game just had a ton of DLC as per the course with WB Games. Shadow of Mordor is a really great game, especially on PC. The game performs really well, and as far as the quality of the game itself, it is a very good game. The combat is on point, reminds me a lot of the Batman Arkham franchise. Very responsive, very fast-paced, and just a blast to play. The story's pretty good, and the open world, while it's not massive like a game like Witcher 3, it still does have a lot of explorability and a lot of content to it. And for $7, you get the game along with all the DLC. It's a very good pickup, but don't worry if you don't pick it up now, because this is one that goes on sale all the time, so it's not that big of a deal, but a good deal nonetheless. Next up, over on Games Republic, you can pick up Shadow Warrior, 85% off, knocking it down to $6. Shadow Warrior is a fantastic game. This is a game that I always go to bat for. Shadow Warrior 2 just recently released, and Shadow Warrior 2 is better than the original game in every regard, at least in my opinion, but for that game, you'll have to pay $40, and I know a lot of you guys don't want to do that. If you've never played the first Shadow Warrior game for $6, it's a ton of fun. There's a lot of crude humor which might deject you from the story, but the story isn't a big deal. You play Shadow Warrior for the amazing gameplay, the fast-paced gunplay, and the amazing swordplay. It's a really good game, single-player focused. You can beat it in around 10 to 12 hours, and for $6, this is a great price, and if you never played Shadow Warrior, play this, and then you'll probably want to pick up Shadow Warrior 2, and like I said, Shadow Warrior 2 improves on nearly every area from the original game. Finally, number 1, you can pick up Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six Siege, 50% off on Steam for $25. Now, this is one of the best multiplayer shooters that has been released in recent years. The only issue with it was at launch, it didn't have a ton of content. No traditional single player mode, it's just multiplayer. And for $60, I could see why some would be hesitant to pick the game up, but now for $25, I think this is well worth the money. And even if you're hesitant to drop the $25, on Steam right now, it is the free weekend game. So at the very least, download the game, play it for a little bit, and then you can make your own decision on whether or not you want to drop the money to permanently own the game. But I think for $25, it's a very fun team-based and squad-based shooter. It is a game that requires a decent bit of teamwork, so it is ideally played with a group of friends, and that's where you're going to get the most enjoyment out of it. So that's going to wrap up the top 5 best PC game deals of the week. Let me know if you pick any of these games up. At the very least, I would drop that dollar to get Shadow Complex Remastered and Killing Floor. That is just an amazing deal. And you know, it's just $1. For $1 just picking up Shadow Complex Remastered alone, forget about the other games. You can spend around 8 hours in Shadow Complex Remastered and have a really good experience with it, so I just highly recommend recommend picking that up. That's just an amazing deal. But some pretty good deals this week. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you have a request for a future video, leave it in the comment section down below, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.